Welcome back to Softbound. Some secrets get whispered, others get locked away, but the ones we hide the deepest always find a way to surface. Let's get into it.
Imagine an old house. It stands silent under a moonless sky. Deep within its shadowed halls, a particular door draws your attention. Its wood is ancient, warped by time and secrets. As you reach out, the iron handle feels cold, almost unnervingly so. The door groans open with a sound like a drawn-out sigh. What lies beyond that creaking portal? Perhaps a forgotten room, untouched for generations, or maybe something more tangible, more unsettling. The phrase, "skeletons in the closet," conjures such imagery. It speaks of hidden shames, of uncomfortable truths tucked away from public view. We must peel back the layers of modern understanding to uncover the chilling reality that birthed this common expression. Prepare to step through that metaphorical and once literal doorway. In the 18th and 19th centuries, medical science was undergoing a profound transformation. Doctors and surgeons yearned to understand the intricate workings of the human body. Anatomy became the cornerstone of medical education. Direct observation and dissection were essential. The human body itself was the ultimate textbook. However, this need for anatomical study ran headfirst into a severe shortage of legally available cadavers. Societal and religious views on death and the sanctity of the body were deeply entrenched. The only bodies legally sanctioned for dissection were typically those of executed criminals. This supply was meager and insufficient to meet the demands of the growing number of medical schools. This scarcity created an enormous problem for medical professionals. Esteemed professors and ambitious students alike found themselves in a moral quandary. To uphold the law meant to stagnate in ignorance, potentially costing more lives through unskilled medical practice. This dilemma set the stage for a clandestine world to emerge. The dire shortage of legal cadavers birthed a grim profession, the resurrectionist or body snatcher. These individuals operated in the dead of night, their work shrouded in secrecy. Graveyards became their hunting grounds. Freshly interred bodies were valuable commodities, exhumed under the cloak of darkness and sold to medical schools. It was a dangerous trade, not only due to the risk of being caught, but also because of the gruesome nature of the work. The methods of the resurrectionists were crude but effective. They often worked in small gangs, targeting recent burials before decomposition set in. Public outcry against these practices was immense. Families mourned their dead twice, once at their passing, and again with the horrifying possibility of their loved ones' remains being violated. Cemeteries became fortresses with high walls, watchtowers, and even armed guards. Yet the demand remained so high that the body snatchers persisted. The most infamous figures in this trade were William Burke and William Hare in Edinburgh. Their crimes, when uncovered, sent shockwaves of horror throughout society. Once a body had been procured, its journey into the annals of medical knowledge began. Dissections were often carried out in secret. After the soft tissues were studied and dissected away, the skeleton often remained. These bony frameworks were incredibly valuable for continued study. A well-prepared skeleton was a prized possession for any doctor or medical student. However, possessing such a skeleton, particularly one whose origins were dubious, was risky. If a doctor was known to have human remains obtained outside the law, they could face severe penalties. Therefore, these valuable anatomical specimens needed to be kept hidden. Where better to hide such a compromising object than in a private, unassuming space? A closet, a cupboard, a locked chest, or a hidden compartment became the resting place for these bony relics. The closet offered the perfect blend of accessibility for the owner and concealment from the outside world. Thus, the image of a literal skeleton residing in a closet was a stark reality for many in the medical profession. The transition of skeletons in the closet from a literal description to a powerful metaphor was gradual. The image of a hidden skeleton resonated powerfully with the Victorian consciousness. Concealing something significant became symbolic of hiding dark or shameful secrets. Literary figures of the era picked up on this potent imagery. Writers like William Makepeace Thackeray popularized the metaphor. The idea that every household might harbor a hidden, disturbing truth was unsettling. The closet became a metaphorical space for concealed guilt or family scandals. The power of the metaphor lies in its visceral connection to the original meaning. A skeleton is a stark remnant of a life, raising uncomfortable questions. Similarly, a hidden secret, if revealed, could dismantle reputations. This linguistic evolution reflects a broader societal shift. The phrase outgrew its medical origins, describing any hidden, damaging information. Today, the phrase "skeletons in the closet" is a common fixture in the English language. We use it to describe hidden truths, from minor embarrassments to significant scandals. Most who utter these words are unaware of their grim and literal origins. Yet the phrase retains its power, evoking unease and the weight of concealed burdens. The metaphor speaks to a universal human experience, the possession of secrets. Everyone has aspects of their past they prefer to keep hidden. The closet symbolizes this private, often guarded space within our lives. The skeleton represents what is most feared to be exposed. Its use in conversation underscores its deep cultural resonance. Even as medical science has advanced, the linguistic legacy persists. The phrase reminds us of a time when the pursuit of knowledge was perilous. It shows how historical circumstances shape our language. Skeletons in the closet is more than an idiom. It is a verbal monument to a dark chapter in medical history.
Thank you for watching today. Now we know a little bit more about skeletons in the closet. If you like this, please hit the like button, subscribe, and put a comment in the comment section. I love to hear what you think. Till next time.